Omarosa Manigault Newman took her Unhinged book tour to Bill Mahers Real Time, where she continued to torch the Trump administration she had previously ordered us all to bow down before. This time, however, the interview wasn't the walkover she's come to expect. Maher kicked things off noting she'd started in Washington politics working for the Clinton administration. In 1998 we were going through an investigation by a guy named Ken Starr. We were faced with impeachment. There was a lot of corruption, Omarosa said by way pointing out the many similarities. Maher wasn't having it. It wasn't the same kind of corruption. I don't think Clinton was colluding with Russia, Maher pushed back. The controversy back then was people were sleeping in the Lincoln bedroom, he insisted.
Maher remembered seeing Omarosa in a promo for CBS's Celebrity Big Brother, on which she starred after getting the hook at the White House, in which she warns it's so bad. Inside the White House, like an ad for a horror movie. Omarosa claimed it was a reference to the administration's baby-snatching border policy she knew was coming.
She then launched into the President Trump is causing so much damage to the institution patter that has played so well for her in her various TV news show stops as she has toured selling her White House tell-all book, Unhinged. So why did you work for him? Maher shot back, asking the obvious question. Omarosa began to rationalize at length, when a simple apology would have sufficed. Loyalty kept me in situations logic would have gotten me out of sooner, she began. Weekly I met Donald Trump in 2003, we did 3 seasons of television, and I did pretty good for him, she simpered. You just need one name, like Cher, Maher added, of her time on Celebrity Apprentice. Thank you, Bill. Omarosa gushed, thinking she'd won him over. I just got compared to Cher. No, I just said you need one name, Maher corrected. I didn't say you could do a residency at Caesars. I know people who used to say to me, OJ was nice to me. He insisted she must have known Trump was a giant liar when she went to work for him, among his other defects. Omarosa went into hindsight as 2020 mode as Maher snickered. She insisted she did not know Trump was going to be as insane and unhinged as he is, working in a nice book plug there. Even his vocabulary. He has 6 words he says now, she added. Hess like Coco the gorilla, he knew 500, Maher quipped. Maher finally let Omarosa off the hook, telling her, I'm not out to get you. I never didn't like you. You're fine. But then immediately added that saying, after the election, we would now all have to bow down to Trump is not the way we talk in America. You, of all people know about saying that one dumb thing, Omarosa responded slyly, presumably in reference to Maher having used a racial slur on the show, for which HBO, and Maher, apologized.
You know you're not the first person to try that exact joke, Maher snarked, adding, I could argue the merits of it, but well move on. Omarosa backed off, calling her infamous bow down line stupid the height of campaign hyperbole, and spoken for an audience of 1. Okay, that's the honest answer, Maher said, placated. Getting down to the nitty-gritty, Maher asked why Trump and White House Chief of Staff John Kelly stay together, given their animosity toward each other.
They're both very old, cantankerous, insane guys that are serving the purpose of enabling each other, she responded readily. Kelly was this war hero and is now reduced to getting Trump Diet Cokes and keeping people out of the Oval Office, Omarosa said of the man who fired her. It's sad to see his reputation reduced to what Hess doing now, she added happily. Maher sought intel on Ivanka and Jared. We call them White House Ken and Barbie, Omarosa laughed.
Calling Jared perhaps the most inscrutable person in the White House because he doesn't speak, Maher theorized he might be smart. Responded Omarosa, he is that guy in the room who thinks Hess the smartest guy in the room. He has absolutely no idea of what is going on, she claimed. He doesn't know how stupid he sounds when Hess talking at those meetings. Asked if Trump really is hot for daughter Ivanka, as POTUS himself suggested in his pre-political days, Omarosa said Trump would pat her on the behind in the White House. He would kiss her on the lips, he would rub her for a very long period of time. It was awkward, she added. Ivanka, meanwhile, just loved being daddy's little girl, Omarosa said. And always saying, my daddy and correcting herself - my father, while feigning an accent.
What do you think about it? Share your opinion in the comments below the video. And also subscribe to the channel not to miss new, interesting videos.